Catching a bus is like playing a game of social roulette. Unlike planes or trains, buses have minimal security, making them easily accessible and a lot more unpredictable. From late-night rides gone wrong to unnerving confrontations caught on camera, these moments will make you think twice before taking the bus in the future.
That's not okay! She has no right to treat me like that! I have places to be, things to do! I have no choice but to take the bus!
Wait, so y'all just gonna leave this lady out here with no clothes on?
Being alone at a bus stop late at night can be scary at the best of times, but when you're left there by the people who are supposed to take care of you, that just isn't right. Yet, that's exactly what happened to one woman in Baltimore. Shocking footage captured the woman being dumped at a bus stop outside the University of Maryland Medical Center in January 2018.
That is not okay.
Due to the circumstance of what it was.
Then you all need to call the police.
Hospital workers, including security guards, wheeled her out and just left her on the sidewalk in nothing but a flimsy hospital gown and socks.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm at a local hospital where individuals have left a patient half naked on the city streets, and it's about 30 degrees out here right now. Ma'am, are you okay?
It was obvious that the woman was disoriented and needed help, but the hospital just left her stranded.
Ma'am, come and sit down. Let me get you some help. Come and sit down. Come on. I know it's cool.
People who viewed the footage were outraged, prompting an apology from the hospital and a federal investigation over potential violations.
I'm disgusted by the display or the lack of empathy that I am seeing displayed.
We take full responsibility for this failure, and we are examining our policies and our procedures to ensure that this type of event does not happen again.
On May 30th, 2024, a teenage girl was sitting at a bus stop in Long Beach when a black sedan pulled up nearby. Two men exited the vehicle and approached her, getting close before returning to the car. Then, a third man, the driver, got out, sat next to her, and suddenly attacked. The girl wasn't physically injured, but the attacker robbed her of her necklace before making a getaway. The brazen daylight robbery left many people shaken, including the victim. And the last we know, police were still searching for the suspect. Another robbery was captured on camera in 2012, this time on board a bus in Los Angeles. At around 6:15 a.m. on January 9th, a Hispanic male wearing a beanie and a black jacket got on at Pico Boulevard. Surveillance footage then shows him getting into an altercation with a 26-year-old female passenger. When the bus comes to a stop, the man strikes the woman twice in the face before taking her cell phone and exiting the bus. Paramedics treated the woman for minor injuries at the scene, and the footage was released to the public to help in the police investigation. Sometimes it's not people at the bus stop who are creepy, but the bus stop itself. In 2018, Netflix went all out promoting the show Altered Carbon, with some seriously creepy ads, one of which included a super realistic, transparent display case with what looked like a human body inside.
Wait, is that a real person? There's no way that they wouldn't do that to somebody. They must have got to pay them a lot of money if that's real.
Of course, it was supposed to represent a high-tech synthetic body called a sleeve from the show. But while some found it cool and creative, others felt it was just plain disturbing and way too lifelike for comfort.
It's horrible.
You don't like it?
No, it's too real.
I like it, art in the streets. Yeah. If it makes you uncomfortable, then they're doing the right thing artistically, right?
Where is he? Get him here.
Oh, God. Someone tried to kill something.
In July 2024, a tour group witnessed more than they had bargained for when their bus stopped in Labrador, Australia. The driver had parked up so the group could go pelican feeding, but he was soon set upon by an enraged 57-year-old man.
Hey! Order! Anyone hungry? Come on, order! Eat! We have to pick up!
According to reports, the man was unhappy that the bus had blocked his car, and he allegedly hurled racist abuse at the driver. Police later arrived on the scene and arrested the man, who was also found to be carrying a knife.
I didn't even say I'm very decent, man.
You never know who you'll encounter at the local bus stop. In England, this colorful woman was filmed verbally abusing a man and calling him a burglar, among other things, despite the man's protest that he had done nothing wrong.
Thank you very much. I didn't do anything.
Because you're a thief, you're a rapist, and you're a burglar.
She's saying everything come not.
What's gypsies? Because I'm a gypsy.
She's saying everything come
You
not.
call me a pikey, so I can't call you a monkey, yeah?
Yeah, that's alright. It's not.
It's alright. I have 3 children that are mixed race and I love them. From their black, they're white. It doesn't matter if I'm the same. Stop treating me different.
I ain't just come off of the bus there and I walk here.
Yeah,
That's what I done.
every day you bully me because I'm a gypsy.
That's what I done. I just walked from there here.
The woman may be under the influence of some kind of substance or suffering from mental health issues. Either way, it's an uncomfortable watch, and I'm sure the other people waiting for the bus weren't too thrilled about the prospect of catching it with her. In early March 2025, surveillance footage from a bus in Lincoln, Rhode Island, captured a tense situation involving 48-year-old Junior Sage. The video shows Sage, seated at the back of the bus, wearing a gray hoodie and black jacket, engaging in a heated argument with 2 passengers. During the altercation, he stands up, revealing what appears to be a small knife.
Kind of crazy because it was right there and he walked right into school, so
Yeah.
it's a little scary.
Moments later, he retrieves a pistol from his backpack, tucking it into his waistband and displaying it twice before exiting the bus at the Flanagan Community College campus.
I mean, it was a little scary, but it said it was in Warwick, so I didn't know, and then I saw the police come inside, and then I realized it was definitely here.
The incident led to a campus-wide lockdown. Sage was arrested the same day, found carrying an airsoft pistol and 2 pocket knives. He now faces multiple charges, including possession of a firearm by a prohibited person and felony assault.
I'm pretty sure he came out this door because I think he was talking to people and saying like how crazy that like you're going to school, you can't even learn because there's crazy people in the world, but it was actually him.
In July 2024, a short video filmed at Edmonton's Clearview bus station in Alberta, Canada, went viral. It shows several people in a zombie-like state, likely under the influence of substances like fentanyl or xylazine. Some are slumped over or lying on the floor, while others stand hunched in unnatural positions. The unsettling scene sparked widespread concern, especially since the footage was captured just hours before school children were to arrive at the station. I mean, would you let your children catch a bus from here? I'm sure many people have missed their stop while not paying attention on the bus, but I'm not sure many people would react the way this Karen did. She went into a full-on meltdown, shouting at the driver and other passengers before pulling on the emergency cord and then on the doors.
Oh, you're party worker. You definitely are. I can't.
I bet everyone was relieved when she finally made her exit. This guy in Vancouver was even more aggressive in his efforts to get off the bus. He kicks the doors with full force before leaving with a vile parting gift for the driver. Gross. A word of advice. If you're ever on board an articulated bus, known as a bendy bus or slinky bus, try not to stand in the middle section. In 2017, a bus in Brazil split in half when the pivoting joint failed. A passenger filmed the freak incident after realizing there was a problem and thinking it might deteriorate. Perhaps she should have warned the driver. Thankfully, no one was sitting or standing in the middle and everyone escaped without injury.
Take me back! Take me back now! Take me back now! I'm telling you now! Take me back now! Okay,
Here's another example of what not to do when you miss your stop. This woman in London chose to inconvenience other passengers and demanded that the driver take her back when she missed her planned destination.
Take me back! The whole time! Take me! No! Take me back! Take me back! If you can take me back, I'm going to take me back now!
She knows a bus is not like a taxi, right? Way to make your problem include everyone else, I guess.
That's a taser, that.
Wrong.
That's a taser.
Just to double check, is this male wanted?
That's a taser, that.
Am I?
Officer with a taser! Drop it now! Drop it now!
On the evening of January 11th, 2025, a 16-year-old boy was arrested near Wigan bus station in England after running around with a 60,000-volt taser. Police officers were patrolling the area when they noticed the teenager acting suspiciously and heard screams nearby. Upon investigating, they discovered the boy holding the high-voltage stun gun.
Get on the floor now! 12646, hand behind your back! Hand behind your back! Extra Romeo. Just stand by, a surgeon. Got a lad locked up, possession of a taser.
Fortunately, no one was injured during the incident and the taser was seized. The teen was promptly arrested on suspicion of firearms offenses and has since been bailed pending further inquiries. A tragic accident occurred in Turin, Italy on March 26, 2025, when a tour bus reversed into the icy waters of the River Po. The 64-year-old driver, Nicola Di Carlo, had been transporting primary school children from Milan on a field trip earlier that day. He was the sole occupant on board when the bus rolled backwards and into the river, injuring 3 pedestrians as it did so. Eyewitnesses, including local rowers, quickly attempted to rescue but found Di Carlo unresponsive upon reaching the shore. Sadly, the driver passed away. Authorities are investigating the cause of the accident, with initial speculations pointing to a possible medical emergency suffered by Di Carlo. Sometimes it's the reason behind a journey that's more disturbing than the journey itself. Back in February 2015, 3 London schoolgirls, Shamima Begum, Amira Abbas, and Khadija Sultana, all aged between 15 and 16 years old, vanished from the UK, sparking a massive search effort. CCTV footage later surfaced showing them at Bayrampaşa bus station in Istanbul, Turkey. The girls appeared calm, spending nearly 18 hours in the station's offices before boarding a bus to Şanlıurfa, a city near the Syrian border. It's believed they crossed into Syria to join ISIS. The shocking discovery helped to shed light on how ISIS targeted young women, drawing them in with manipulative tactics. In 2011, rioters in London made sure that nobody would be getting on board one particular bus in Tottenham. Protests over the police shooting of 29-year-old Mark Duggan quickly escalated, and as the night went on, rioters rampaged through the area, looting and setting things on fire. One of the most shocking scenes was when a bus was set ablaze. The fire started as rioters threw bottles and other objects, eventually lighting the bus on fire while it was still at the bus stop. The flames quickly consumed the vehicle, leaving it a burnt-out shell. It was a powerful symbol of the destruction sweeping across the area that night. On July 28, 2024, a bus in Brazil was struck by a freight train after it got stuck on the tracks. Rail Turismo, the bus company, cited an electrical malfunction as the reason for the bus's stoppage, while the railway company, MRS, confirmed that the train driver had followed all safety protocols. Fortunately, the bus driver and 6 passengers managed to escape moments before the collision and no one was injured. Imagine going to catch the bus and seeing this waiting at the bus stop. Would you continue to hang around or nope out of there and wait for the next one? Creepy clowns need to travel too. I guess the clown car was at the mechanic on this day. On May 5th, 2013, around 1:50 a.m., a 22-year-old man was severely assaulted outside Nicholson's nightclub in Greater Manchester, England. According to reports, after an argument inside the club, 2 men were ejected. As the 26-year-old victim and his friends left, these men chased them to a nearby bus station. There, the victim was knocked to the ground and repeatedly kicked, resulting in a fractured cheekbone, broken nose, ribs, and a dislocated ankle. Greater Manchester Police released the CCTV footage, appealing for anyone with information to come forward. A long time has passed since then, so hopefully the attackers have already been brought to justice. A busy bus station can be a prime hunting ground for thieves and pickpockets. CCTV in India captured one such thief in action in 2021. Keep your eye on the man in the blue shirt. He looks around suspiciously, waiting for his moment. Then he strikes, snatching the chain from around a woman's neck before making a swift getaway. Thankfully, once this footage was released on social media, the suspect was arrested. The thief in this clip tried to rob an entire bus full of passengers. He gets off to a successful start, depriving a woman of her phone after pointing his gun at her. Then he moves through the bus, being followed by a Good Samaritan who tries and fails to reach for the gun. Undeterred, the criminal picks his next victim, but it turns out he has chosen poorly. The would-be victim pounces in self-defense, and the other passengers see their chance and quickly come running to his aid. They bundle the thief to the ground and deliver some vigilante justice. Those who don't help flee for the exits, as can be seen more clearly in the second angle. When this driver told a passenger he couldn't stop wherever he wanted, the passenger took offense, and then committed an offense by savagely attacking the driver. The incident not only put the driver's life at risk, but also everyone else on the bus, since the driver was pulled from his seat and the bus ended up crashing into a local business. Thankfully, everyone was okay, and I don't think the unruly passenger will be catching another bus, except for the one going to prison, for a long time. On December 27, 2018, at around 6 p.m., a man in his 40s was assaulted at Rochdale bus station in England. Two men chased him from a Metrolink station, struck him with a bottle to the back of his head, and the victim fell, resulting in 2 black eyes and a broken shoulder. He was later treated in hospital before recovering at home. This footage was released by the police as they appealed for public assistance in identifying the suspects. "31-year-old Kibaram Fikadu was a regular at coffee shops at Paddington Station, Heathrow Airport, and Central Bus Station in London. Only, he wasn't there for the coffee. He was there to steal people's belongings. CCTV footage shows Fikadu in action, using his coat to cover a woman's handbag and take her items using his 5-finger discount. This is why you should always be vigilant at bus stations and keep your belongings in sight. In October 2016, a chilling incident unfolded at a school bus stop.
I'm completely unlike myself. I'm very paranoid, and I'm not a very paranoid person. I put my kids on the bus like I do every morning, and I was standing waiting for my ride to work.
A woman was robbed at gunpoint just minutes after her children boarded the bus.
He's like, "Give me your purse." That's when I look down and I see the gun, and then next thing I know, it's pointed at my head.
The assailant approached her, brandished a firearm, and demanded her valuables. The victim complied, handing over her belongings, and the robber fled the scene.
He actually made me hand over my phone as well. You will not catch me outside after dark, and I really don't particularly care for being by myself. Like, I don't want to be alone anywhere because I'm so paranoid.
The entire ordeal was recorded on nearby security cameras, providing clear images of the suspect. This footage was subsequently released by the police in hopes of identifying and apprehending the perpetrator. In April 2024, CCTV footage emerged showing a pensioner at a bus stop in East London bravely fending off 2 alleged pickpockets. This video captures the elderly man standing with his back to the suspects, who attempt to sneakily lift items from his coat pocket. Noticing their actions, the man swiftly grabs his pocket and raises his fist in defiance, causing the would-be thieves to retreat. Now they know that this old man is not to be messed with. In Seattle, and likely many more places, drug use has become a major problem on public buses. In early 2023, King County Metro Transit drivers described how passengers openly smoked harmful substances on board, creating sickening fumes that affected both riders and operators. How do you stop people from turning buses into hotboxes? Well, that's one for the police to figure out, but clearly, more needs to be done to protect the people using public transport.
After they inhale or ingest, they can comfortably pass out and no one's going to stop them. The only thing that's going to stop them is to interrupt, have something stronger than their desire to get high.
If you see a man circling a bus stop in India, hold on to your hats and your jewelry because something is about to go down. This footage from 2020 shows a man in a black jacket stalking his victim. He waits until the coast is clear and then snatches the chain from the unsuspecting woman's neck. Before the woman knows what's happened, the thief runs away with the loot. Despicable.
She won't let me on the bus for some reason. Okay. She told me to back up for a cigarette, and I wasn't the only one smoking over here. Okay. And then she said I can't get on the bus for some reason, and my appointment's in 30 minutes. I have to be on there.
Come over here and sit down. Take a seat.
I have to be on there. Okay. I have to get places. I'm a homeless.
Take a breath. Take a breath. It's gonna be okay.
No, it's not.
We can.
No, it's not.
You're being audio video recorded, just so you know.
I don't care.
Okay.
I do not care.
Being a bus driver really is a thankless task at times. In 2023, police were called to an incident where a homeless man became enraged after being asked to step away from a bus because he was smoking a cigarette. The man claims he was unfairly targeted by the driver because two other people were also smoking.
She got nothing to do with me! Because she's a woman! I'm gonna punch me first!
Take a breath.
That's not okay! She has no right to treat me like that! I have places to be, things to do! I have no choice but to take the bus! And she's gonna force me to take the next one and I'm gonna be late! Which means I'm not gonna get done! Which means it's not gonna be okay! Because of a cigarette! A cigarette that two other people were smoking at the same spot!
It's apparent he may be suffering from mental issues as he claims he was on his way to pick up some medication and desperately needs to catch the bus. However, his outburst at the driver's request is now delaying him and the others from traveling anywhere.
So tell me what happened, and do you have video of it?
Probably.
Okay, perfect.
He was standing over there and he lit a cigarette, and I asked him to step down there to smoke a cigarette, and he just ignored me, and I turned around, and then I turned back around, and I said, oh, it's not even lit. And then I saw him puffing on it, realized it was lit. I said, could you please step down so the smoke doesn't come on my bus? Right. Please step down there. And it kind of went south from there.
Okay.
You know, he started getting hostile.
What did he say? Or do you remember something that he said, or?
Something to the effect of, something to the effect of he didn't have to. I don't know exactly. I don't remember exactly.
Did he make any threats or anything to you? Or?
Well, after a few minutes, I shut the door because I didn't want the smoke coming in.
Yeah.
And after a few minutes, he said something about he was going to be getting on this bus, and I don't remember if I responded. I don't think I responded because the doors were shut. I was trying to just not respond.
An interview with the bus driver confirms that she was just trying to prevent smoke from entering her vehicle, but now the entire situation has been overblown.
Yeah, you're under arrest right now, alright?
For what?
For vandalism. Let's go over to my car. Here, pop your cigarette down.
Why?
Pop your cigarette, because I don't want to smell it. Pop your cigarette down.
I am.
Come on, man.
If you don't want to listen.
Just pop it down. There you go.
You're smoking it.
Yeah, I told you to pop it down.
I don't give a
Okay.
Obviously.
Well.
It's not my fault.
Where are you going?
To your car.
My car's over here.
I didn't know that. I'm just trying to get to an appointment. Just trying to get to an appointment.
There you go.
I'm just trying to get to an appointment.
Do you have any weapons or anything?
No, I don't. I gotta pick up my medication.
Relax. Separate your feet. Separate your feet. There you go. Take a breath.
I'm just trying to get to an appointment. Because of a cigarette.
Relax.
And I wasn't even the only one. She let that other line.
Stop.
As the homeless man's behavior becomes more erratic, officers decide he won't be getting on the bus after all, but he will be getting a ride in the police car. Of course, this news doesn't go down well.
I just gotta get to an appointment.
This isn't gonna help.
You arrested me for something she did. She let that other line.
Okay. I've arrested him before for beating the hell out of the cashier at 7-Eleven.
The man starts screaming and hitting his head against the inside of the police car. Officers then give the man a helmet so that he can't hurt himself on the way to the station. Hopefully, he was finally able to get the help and medication he needs.
Disgusting. Hey, come.
The golden rule for traveling on a bus is to keep your arms and germs to yourself. The Karen in this clip clearly didn't get the memo. For some unknown reason, she spits on the passenger sitting nearby.
Oh my God. Oh my God, what's wrong with you?
Spit on me.
He responds by ejecting her from the bus and she falls down onto the pavement. Clearly, she was in the wrong to begin with. But what do you think of the guy's reaction?
Bro, I'm really with it, bro. I'll you off, bro. Straight the up. And if I can't wear you out, I'll cut the out you, bro. Try me. Try come outside and run it. Run it. Run that shit, bro. And then after that, I want to catch a bus so I can get my ass home. Run it. Bitch ass. Run it. Fucking sissy. Run it. Run that shit. I'll wear your ass.
According to the poster of this next clip, a bus full of passengers ended up being delayed because the guy felt disrespected by the driver.
Is this security? I'm a laugh. Come to make your ass get off the bus. I am gonna laugh at your ass. I'm gonna laugh at your mother.
I was playing Call of Duty. I don't know what the hell.
Straight up. I want the whole bus to see this. Straight the up. Straight up. Oh, now you're gonna get off the bus. Now you're gonna get off the bus. You a punk, bro.
We don't know how the disrespect happened, but this guy's being disrespectful to everyone who's just trying to get home after a long day of work. The Jewish man in this clip is also seemingly unhappy with this journey. We don't know why, but he really doesn't like the doors and windows on this bus. After smashing one pane of glass, he returns to pick up his drink.
יוסי די! תירגע! יוסי אתה לא רגוע! יוסי אתה מגזים!
Then he comes back for some more door demolition, though he's not quite as destructive the second time around. Was it something the driver said? I guess we'll never know. For all the stress and drama they have to deal with, bus drivers really only have two main objectives: drop off and pick up passengers. This driver does the first part expertly, but fails miserably at the second. After dropping off some students at the University of Sunshine Coast in Australia, he speeds off, leaving several other students stranded. I guess he was in a rush, but come on, dude. Students need to get home too. In Seattle, a bus driver was stopped and told he couldn't continue after honking at an unmarked police car that allegedly cut him off.
I'm gonna call my control center.
Yeah, let's do it.
You're out of line.
Let's do it. Go ahead.
I was in
Call
motion.
them. Call them.
Excuse me.
No, excuse me.
No.
Call them.
I was in motion.
Okay, I understand that.
Okay, can I explain?
And you just ran from us. What are you talking about?
I run from you.
Our lights and sirens are on.
I pulled over to let you pass, and you didn't pass.
The officer boarded the bus to have a word with the driver, and although the driver appeared to make a good case, the officer wasn't backing down.
I was pulling you over.
So I moved forward to my zone. You cut me off as I'm in motion, and I almost hit you. So I have the right to honk the horn to let you know, hey, I'm here.
Okay.
You don't have the right to cut off a bus.
I didn't cut you off.
It's on camera, man.
Great.
It's on camera.
Great.
Great.
So call, get your supervisor down there.
Hello, I'm waiting for them to respond.
Okay. Well.
He accused the bus driver of road rage and obstruction, saying he can no longer drive the bus and apologizing to passengers who now have to wait for a replacement driver.
Let him know to get another bus down here or another driver down here. You're not driving.
You gonna take me to jail?
Maybe. Right now you're obstructing.
How am I obstructing?
Because I'm stopping you.
For what? What reason? What is the
For the road rage. We'll wait for your supervisor to get down here.
Show me.
You're refusing to give us your ID. Sorry, guys. Never said I was arrested for obstruction.
It's all on camera. I might take you to jail for obstruction.
It's a good thing the incident was caught on tape. I wonder who ended up being in the wrong. In April 2024, a school bus driver in Greenville County, South Carolina, lost control of the vehicle and fell out of her seat before crashing. The bus was navigating a curve when it veered off the road, overcorrected, hit a mailbox and fence, and then collided with a mobile home. Fortunately, no one was inside the mobile home at the time. 2 students were on board the bus, but thankfully, no injuries were reported. The driver received a citation for driving too fast for the conditions and is no longer employed with the district.
Kind of a chubby fella. Not overly big, but chubby.
Another school bus crash occurred in August 2024. The driver can be heard telling students to sit down and was probably looking in the rearview mirror. He most likely didn't have his eyes on the road because he fails to spot the car that comes to a stop ahead of him. The bus smashes into the rear of the car, sending it rolling into the opposite lane. Thankfully, nobody was injured on board the bus or the car that was hit. We don't know what happened to the bus driver afterwards, but the students are never going to let him live this one down.
In the car that I hit is hurt bad.
Get off the bus!
Here's another moment that the kids on the school bus will never forget. In Parkville, Maryland, a man jumped on the hood of a school bus and refused to let go after a student threw a water bottle and hit the man's car.
Yeah, good. Good, you fall. No. Get off the bus. Get off the bus.
Should the bus driver have taken the old man for a ride? Probably not, but he definitely taught him a lesson.
Don't come near me.
Show me your
Yeah.
Show me your license.
I got the license for 1 minute.
Did you touch? Show me.
I did. Wait.
Show me.
Fuck's sake. Fuck off. What are you going to do about it? Fuck's sake. What are you going to fucking do? Don't come in, right? Right? Don't come in, you fucking
That's my job. Get down. Get on the
You
truck.
legal immigrant. I have you pull it. Right? You legal
Get down.
Go back to your country. This is our country, you illegal cunt. You.
A man had an extreme meltdown after being asked to show his travel card on a London bus. When he was unable to produce the card, he knew he had to get off, but not before he gave the driver a piece of his mind.
Right? This is your country. You legal bastard. Immigrant. You. Right? You come illegally. And your country, you legal cunt. You legal. Go into your came from, yeah? Come on, you people! You fucking drink!
The man started hurling abuse and threats towards the driver. When the driver retreats to the safety of his cabin, the man starts pounding on the glass like King Kong and spits at him.
He's got on the camera, don't worry. He's on the camera, don't worry. Don't worry, he's on camera. I need as soon as I am very aggressive person. I need police as soon as.
Even when he's off the bus, the angry non-passenger continues pounding on the driver's side window and front windshield. He then rearranges the windscreen wipers and offers a terrible window cleaning service. Get it all out of your system, bud. There must be something nasty in the water at bus stations in the UK. This man flew into a fit of rage at a bus station in High Wycombe, flipping over a drinks machine and attempting to break anything he could get his hands on.
What, couldn't it? Crazy.
When he failed to satisfy his anger, he went outside and started fighting the actual buses. Good to see that everyone else was keeping calm and carrying on, though.
Alright, Rambo.
Coming in 5 minutes now.
If you've ever wondered why bus ticket prices keep on rising, it's probably because the bus companies need to keep repairing things. This guy was irate when he was told he couldn't buy a ticket using his phone. To get revenge, he started smashing up the bus station. He was also verbally abusive towards staff.
Oh, shit, what a fight!
When the police arrived, the angry man gave himself up and was later charged with vandalism, public intoxication, trespassing, and aggravated assault.
That's our own bro.
How do you get a guy high on drugs holding a Pikachu onto a bus? Pokemon. I'm not sure where this guy was taking a trip to, but it wasn't anywhere on this planet. It's a shame to see people like this, but at least the guy has a Pikachu by his side.
She's just pinching a drink. Where's the drink? You haven't paid for the drink. You haven't paid for the drink. Oi! Where's the security? What you doing? What you doing, you big security?
The cost of food and drink at some bus stations can seem like a daylight robbery, but that doesn't mean that you can rob them back. This woman took a drink without paying while at a bus stop in Middlesbrough in the UK. She was followed and filmed but kept on walking as if she owned the place. It doesn't seem like she likes the drink, the way she spits it and throws it towards the people following her.
Who do you think you are, you big Where's security, mate? You haven't paid for the drink! You go on your desk, get that at me! You go on your desk! Go! What are you doing? What's going on?
Talk to me when I'm talking to you.
What? She's just pinched and she's just hit a baby. A baby. She's hit a baby.
Listen, go back in there. Now. What are you doing? What are you doing? Love you, man. Don't do this.
And she's been stealing.
Call the police, call the police, call the police. Call the police.
Can you get that, please? Can someone call the police?
Yeah, do me.
Eventually, security intervenes, but this woman isn't going down without a fight. Fortunately, she loses the fight pretty quickly.
Feeling good. They sat there for about how many minutes? No, stop touching me. I'm not touching you. Y'all sat there for how many minutes? No, you sat there for how many minutes and watched me come in here dancing from the door to this point, and now you decide, no, don't touch me.
At a bus station in New York, a man grabbed the attention of multiple security guards when he refused to leave the area. The uploader of the video claims the man was just dancing while waiting for a bus, but security guards thought he was intoxicated due to his strange behavior.
No, because I'm screaming because you know why? You are grabbing me when I am feeling good.
You hit me.
You grabbed me.
No, you pushed
I don't care.
He was grabbed first.
No, he pushed me.
He was grabbed.
Listen to me.
Did you hear what I said?
I've been arrested a few times for something that I was not accused of.
It doesn't have to be this time.
I don't care. I'm not walking out. Why I'm walking out when you grabbing me?
He stated he was catching a bus.
That camera is rolling. This camera is rolling. That camera is rolling.
All right, bro. I understand that. If he got to be removed, he got to be removed. But we can't.
You can't be intoxicated in here.
Exactly, but he can't be removed without being removed with care. We can't remove him like he done just punched somebody in the face. He got assaulted too. He got touched.
Right now, you're recording him trespassing, so thank you.
Okay.
You can arrest
You're welcome.
The problem right here.
Hold on. Hold on. No. First of all, why are you going to grab on me?
Right now.
Why are you going to grab on me?
You have 1 second to turn around.
Why are you going to grab on me?
You have 1 second to turn around.
Don't tase him.
Why are you going to grab on me, bro?
After a brief standoff, the man walks away from security but is intercepted by a police officer. The officer tells him to turn around, but the man refuses. So the officer draws his taser. When more of his warnings go ignored, the officer fires the taser.
How you going to jump on me when I just came to catch the bus?
He just came to catch the bus.
Here, they watched me. These two people watched me walk in. And I was,
He doesn't do nothing. All he did was dance.
No,
You are going
listen.
in handcuffs right
I
now.
was
Turn
feeling
around,
good.
put your hands behind your
No,
back.
I'm not going to put my hands.
Then you are
Why
being
am I
detained.
being arrested?
You are being detained.
Why am I being
You are
detained?
being detained.
Why am I being detained?
And again,
No,
turn around, put your hands behind your back.
Why am I being detained? Bro, you see this?
Yes, I do say. Could you handle him with care?
He's grabbing on me.
However, it appears to have little effect. Despite the man's insistence that they cannot detain him, the police officer and security guards do just that. A follow-up from the guy filming claims that all charges against the man were eventually dropped. A truck driver's worst nightmare almost came true when his brakes failed and he narrowly missed crashing into a school bus. Barreling down the road and unable to stop, he blares his horn, warning other drivers to get out of the way. To everyone's relief, he manages to squeeze through the traffic, avoiding catastrophe, and thankfully, everyone lived to see another day.
Good God, he ain't gonna make it. Hurry up and go.
Nicely done.
Shut up! Shut your mouth! You may harass me, snug in her. Get the come on, let's go. The cops are coming first. And I'm gonna get a police report as soon as let's go, man. No! I'm waiting for the cops. You're gonna call 911 and I'm gonna get let's go. Hospital for harassment. Let's go. No, I'm waiting for the cops. You get the cops. I'm suing you. I'm personally suing you. For harassing since I got the bus yesterday.
Lady, let me tell you something. Keep using that word, you're not going to be living long outside.
Oh, I've always had another threat. But the Greyhound bus, another threat.
This woman is exactly the type of person you pray isn't going to be on the same bus as you. It's unclear exactly what lit this Karen's fuse, but it's very clear that she is rude and racist.
Watch me, troublemaker. Watch me, troublemaker. Watch me, black African-American troublemaker. Hey, see? I got it, see? I put nowhere. I'm pissed now. I'm suing you royalists. Each and every one of you for harassing me. And that woman, I didn't have anything to eat yet. Oh no, they're in the goddamn cook now. I know. I see you're going down. I know. Oh, you're going down. You're going down. So's Orlando. Oh, yeah. Get the cops, get 911 here to get the
I have OPD, and I got it that what she was saying. So she needs to be trespassed. Yes.
At least the other passengers have something to keep them entertained while they wait for their buses.
Oh, law! About hanging in this country. You're talking sh**. There's no law about hanging in America. They don't do hangings, love.
And don't hang them in America, they give them the old pill.
They don't hang them, exactly.
They give them the pill.
And they don't do it here. And they don't
yeah,
do
but
it.
they don't in truth, anything.
I know that.
Because nobody's done anything.
Nobody's done anything wrong. Nobody's done anything wrong. Nobody beheaded anybody on the streets of London. Is that what you're saying?
I didn't say
nobody's done anything wrong, is what you were going with it.
No, that is a different thing I said. What did I say?
Nobody's done anything because what? Because nobody's what?
About the royalty.
Nobody's done anything wrong because nobody's what? Done anything wrong?
No, the royalty.
So what about royalty?
And the shipyards and anything else.
What are the shipyards to do with anything?
This goes back and it hasn't been repealed.
All laws have been repealed. They're superseded by European law.
No, love.
Yes, love. Yes, love.
No, love.
Absolutely. You need to do whatever. Do one.
I will do one.
Frig off abroad, wherever you want to go. Because people like you are about to bring this country to its knees.
I served for this country.
If you're looking for an intense political debate, just head to a bus stop in Yorkshire, England. These elderly citizens were putting the world to rights while waiting for the local transport. The debate starts with a dialogue about the death penalty, transitions into an argument about European law, and then culminates in a discussion about serving the country during wartime.
I know this man served.
Did you do anything?
I wasn't born, love, until after it was over.
And I don't think you should have been born the way you were.
For you, I was. And your ilk. Because as long as I'm alive, I'll make sure I stick up for my country, because I'm not a traitor.
Don't mistake their passion for anger. These folks are having a great time.
No, vi tar ikke inn. Det er en jakke. Ein bisschen, wenn es geht. Du willst? Lass mir. Was?
It's hard to know whether the woman in this next clip wanted a friend or the bus stop all to herself. Filmed in Germany, this woman scares off two fellow passengers immediately with her loud insults. She seems to take a shine to the third passenger though, moving uncomfortably close and making some intimate suggestions.
Ich wollte kotzen. Aber wenn ich es tue. So ist er. Ich. Tierchen. Ganz kleine. Na, wenn du willst. Dann ist er von hinten.
It's a very creepy encounter, and who knows what might have happened if the bus didn't arrive when it did.
Piss dich!